games? What makes them so good and why do they allure us so? I ask myself this question a lot. What is it that gives a video game charm? Is it still something I am yet to pinpoint? If you are like me and you feel that video games are more of a money grab nowadays, then you probably feel the need to further yourself from the gaming world or retreat back to a safer territory. And I honestly couldn't agree more. Video games nowadays feel so bland, lack creativity, and most of them need patches before they are even released. As someone who grew up around what is now known as retro titles, I find myself going back to them now more than ever before. I don't really know why video games today just don't seem as appealing to me. I lose interest quickly and can't really stick to one for long periods of time. Unless it's Thimbleweed Park, which is, by the way, awesome.
If you think this is a game about figuring out who killed the stiff out by the bridge, you're wrong! The town is run by a rich, narcissistic egomaniac who's obsessed with artificial intelligence built from vacuum tubes. Yeah, I'm not kidding.
And if you don't know what that is, then I suggest you look it up, since it is one of the fewer newer titles that actually has charm. I believe it will age quite well in the years to come. So, if you're still watching this video, then you would have realised I am somewhat of a retro buff. I love older titles and I try to share them all on this channel. I like to review the lesser loved ones, which may be very little known, if not at all. I try to explore these ideas and I try to pinpoint what made the good ones good and the bad ones bad. I always try to be fair and include everything, and I know this is an open invitation for, "Hey, you forgot this," comments, but I just want to stop you right now and just say I can't possibly cover every title, so go away before I bury you in a shoebox in my backyard. I love video games and they've played a big role in my life, and I always get disappointed when somebody hasn't heard of a particular title before. In fact, I played a good chunk of them and it's interesting to see how a lot of them have turned into an interactive experience, whether it be from books, movies, shows, etc. Now, not every one of them was a winner, but a majority of them have stuck with us, including the more clunkier titles. I respect many titles. A lot of people probably prefer a certain category of games with a more simplistic appeal. And while there is nothing wrong with that, I just prefer a more creative and more complex sought-out genre. Don't get me wrong, I still play my fair share of simplistic video games as long as they aren't made just for promotional or just cash purposes. I respect the need to make money, but I also respect the need for quality and the need for developing something truly worth spending my time and money on. What about you? What types of games do you prefer? Are they worth buying and what makes them worth your while? And why are they your favourites? Hell, what are some of your least favourites? Let me know in the comments what you think.
I mean, wouldn't you rather cross the land of the dead in your own sports car? Maybe try a luxury ocean cruise? Or, if you led a very good life, you may even be eligible for a ticket on the number 9 itself.
The number 9?
That's our top-of-the-line express train. It shoots straight to the 9th underworld, the land of eternal rest, in 4 minutes instead of 4 years. But very few people qualify. Let's take a look at your records. Well, the bad news is the train appears to be just out of your reach, but I still got a couple of tricks up my sleeve here. Yaha! Yes, that's the ticket. The Excelsior line. Yes, she's a beauty. That compass in the handle will sure come in handy, too. Oh, you're going to have a great trip. Wish I was going.
Why don't you? You could give me a lift.
Oh, I can't leave here until I've worked off a little debt to the powers that be.
Community service, eh? Well, I guess there are some folks worse off than me.
Oh, I'll be leaving here soon enough. No thanks to dead and no commission low-life cases like yours, menso.